It's great. So, Ryno, I did these earlier, so I already know the answer, but I'll just do two and see if you can get them. But there's a well-known extinct volcano in Jackson. Where is it located?
Under the Coliseum?
Yes. I feel like we need a ding. We're only going to do two, though, because we could do this all day long. The late mayor, Chokwe Lumumba, was once the lawyer for which famous hip-hop artist?
Tupac.
Ding! You're good at this. Thank you for not turning the whatever around on me, because this is not my strong suit in life. We would be sitting here with dead air for the rest of good things. That's okay, though. We all have our places to play in the circle of life. Okay, but over on the Good Things Facebook group, you did post one. What was your trivia question, Ryno? I was trying to find it.
Yeah, mine has a bit of a story behind it, and it's the reason I will never, ever forget the answer to this trivia question is because it's a trivia question I got wrong, and there was a whole lot riding on it. So I got to go to New York on a senior trip with a group of some folks from my church, and we went to Times Square, and we went to Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, which is based on the fictional Bubba Gump Shrimp from Forrest Gump, the movie. And we get there, and they have this game they play. I haven't been back in forever. I haven't been to a Bubba Gump in forever, so I don't know if they still play this game. But the game they played was with the waiter and the table. They would wager an appetizer on some trivia about Forrest Gump. And then if you got that right, they may come back and go, hey, double or nothing, I'll give you I'll bet dessert on it or something like that. Well, Forrest Gump was one of my favorite movies in high school, and this is my senior trip, so it's right there in that peak period of time where I knew the most about Forrest Gump. We get to the end of the meal. It's a big party of people in New York, so it's expensive food. It's at Bubba Gump on Times Square, so it's even a little bit more pricey than you would expect. And the waiter wagered the entire check.
Whoa!
On one trivia question.
And he picked the wrong Ryno for at least his pocketbook.
And his question was, when Forrest is sitting on the park bench, or the bus stop, meeting all his new friends, eating some of Jenny's box of chocolates, buses continually drive by and stop, picking up and dropping off people. On the side of those buses is an advertisement for a car. What's the make, model, and year of that car?
Oh, man, you'd actually have to, watch the movie, not just listen to the movie, be a passive sort of consumer of the movie. You actually had to, be intent with everything that's going on in the movie. Okay.
The best part of the story is, though, I made the waiter sweat because I pulled from thin air 2 of the 3 things he wanted. I knew the movie was set in the early 80s, so I guessed 81, which it's an 81.
So hold on. This is how great your mind works. You didn't necessarily know the answer?
No. I just kind of logicked towards the answer and had a shot in the dark.
Okay.
So it's set in the early 80s, so I guessed 81. It's an 81. I drove a Chevy at the time, and I think I remember seeing Chevys in the movie. I'll just guess Chevy. It's an 81 Chevy, but then my mind went blank. I could not think of any early 80s Chevy models. So I guessed 81 Chevy Cavalier, because that's the car I drove, was a 91 Chevy Cavalier. It's an 81 Chevy Citation. I even got the first letter right.
So you still, okay. Well, that's still a great story, though. I would have been like, duh, a shrimp boat? I don't know. I completely wouldn't have been able to